Good evening, everyone, and welcome back for more of the Solo Crisis League. Tonight we're finishing. No, maybe finishing. I'm hoping to do 2 games tonight, actually. So maybe we will finish it tonight. But regardless, we're at least going to do the second game tonight, which is still Season 5, Round 4. But it's going to be with these choices of heroes: Saint Walker or Indigo 1. Ultimately, I went with Saint Walker, but they're both pretty good choices. Indigo 1, the first time you play a red colored card during your turn, draw a card. The first time you play a blue colored card during your turn, +1 power. Now that's pretty useful. I mean, the +1 power from every hero you play is good. The red card one is a little bit more difficult. What if you don't get a Black Lantern power ring? What if you don't end up with the Channeling the Emotional Spectrum card? You end up only using half of Indigo 1's ability in a Crisis game if the cards are kind of stacked against you. Now, to make that a little bit better, we're going to use Saint Walker. Now, Saint Walker is the first time you play a hero during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck, and you may destroy it. Now, one of the threats of Crisis 2 is the Heroic Sacrifice Crisis. It's pretty much guaranteed to be in there because only 2 Crisis cards aren't used each game, and what it does is destroy most of your deck for one. But additionally, it makes it so that you I'm sorry, losing my voice already. That's a bad sign for planning to do 2 games tonight. It makes it so that you can clear out your deck quickly. Get rid of those starter cards really early, and if you get rid of them before Heroic Sacrifice comes, then you're losing less cards for one, because you can kind of trim down to what you actually want, and additionally, you have a stronger deck going into it. So, we're going with Saint Walker over Indigo 1. We'll add Indigo 1 to the Heroic Sacrifice pool in case that Crisis does come up, which it most likely will. Now, since it's Season 5, Round 4, we are using the Teen Titans base set, and as I've already mentioned a few times now, Crisis 2. Crisis 2 is by far my favorite Crisis across all 4 of them. Looking forward to a Crisis 5 someday, hopefully this year, but as of right now, Crisis 4 is definitely my favorite. I'm sorry, Crisis 2 is definitely my favorite. It's just the right blend of interesting Crisis cards, plus the not so repetitive nature of get rid of X equipment or so on. Yeah, see, Saint Walker is a good choice, I think. So I'm hoping he works out well. Unfortunately, when we do play Crisis 2, Saint Walker and Indigo 1 come up pretty much every time. So now that we're 5 seasons deep in, hopefully we'll find out which one's better at this point. So we're going to have a Mortal Villain in play, which is going to stop us from putting any cards out there that cost 6 or greater. And we have Vandal Savage, which is going to cause attacks when attacks leave the lineup. So let's get that first lineup going. Oh, Crisis, Sons of Trigon right off the bat. An expensive attack. An expensive villain with attack. 2 villains with an attack. 3 villains with an attack. And Shapeshift. This isn't great for me. We can at least use Static with Saint Walker's ability, but the rest of it's not looking good. So we have 1, 2, 3 power for this turn. This card has all card names and is also a hero, villain, and equipment. So it's cheap and will trigger Saint Walker's ability. We're gonna do that. Thank you, Saint Walker. Another villain already. Not a great start. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're definitely going to get Static for that. Now we bought 2 cards in those 2 turns, and each of them are able to trigger Saint Walker's ability. So hopefully that's going to be a commonplace thing from here until we're out of starter cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to use that to get Crystal Shield, which means our very next turn here is going to have both of our heroes in it. Most likely. I guess they could both be these last 2. We'll see. At least one of them is. So Static is 2 power. And that's going to trigger Saint Walker. The first time you play a hero during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck, you may destroy it. We will destroy that vulnerability. So it's already paying for itself. Yeah, not a great start, all these villains. But we'll get through it. 2, 3, 4 power. I don't really want Geokinesis. It's an okay card. It's really just a kick though, since there's no other what's the word I'm looking for? no other benefits from it in a Crisis game, not a solo one at least. So I think we'll just use our 4 power to say goodbye to Black Lantern Aquaman. Each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck, and we're going to use that to put 2 punches on the bottom of our deck to just decrease the number of vulnerabilities we're putting in there next turn. I don't know why I put that on the destroyed pile. Good thing I caught it. Alright, Inertia. Man, this is really villain heavy. Swear I shuffled. I shuffle it so much. I shuffle it after each game, and I shuffle it before each game. But you know, it's never enough. You get something like this. Alright, 1 power, and then since it's also a hero, via its text, Saint Walker does this. We're not destroying static, so that's just the 1 power. 2, 3, 4 power. You know what, let's just get Geokinesis and just deal with this run of villains. An expensive run of villains, I should say. New card coming out. Hey, you're destroyed via Immortal Villain. You are also destroyed via Immortal Villain. You are also destroyed via Immortal Villain. And Colony Suit, which I don't want. Okay, the rough start continues. Static Shock, look at the top card. We may destroy it. You know, we're going to destroy the punch. Why not? And then we'll do Crystal Shield to draw a card. It's vulnerability, that's unfortunate, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could have had 7, but I got 6. With 6, I'm going to get Colony Suit. You know what, maybe I should just get rid of Inertia. We're going to get rid of Inertia. He has no attack, so that's okay. I didn't have to destroy that punch. I know there's 2 vulnerabilities left, so I could have thought about that, but the sooner you get rid of those starter cards, the happier you're going to be. And that's how I try and treat the game usually. Oh, you know, here we go. We'll bring that villain down here. Just keep that row going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Shapeshift counts as a hero, so Saint Walker looks at this. We will not destroy that. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll use that 3 power to get rid of Black Lantern Aquaman. I thought I already did that. I did. I definitely bought that because I did that effect. So he shouldn't be there. Zookeeper is who we'll get in its place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. Skull of Batman is destroyed. New card coming out. Possession is destroyed. New card coming out. Rage Blood, okay. 1, I may draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is Goodbye Sons of Trigon. Each foe discards a card from their hand. If you avoid this attack, they gain a weakness. Well, we don't avoid the attacks, we don't defend, but we don't have a hand to discard anything, so that is not so bad for us. So we didn't avoid the attack, but we also weren't affected by the attack. So that is okay with me. Star Sapphire. Okay, we've got 2 villains left. And we have lost, how many cards have we lost to Immortal Villain so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards lost to Immortal Villain. At least 3 of those in there are must-haves as far as I'm concerned. So we'll have to deal with that when we get an Atom or a power ring of some sort. Static, look at this card. We may destroy it. We will destroy that punch. Pretty much if it's a starter, I'm going to destroy it. It's time. 2, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to get rid of... what's the attack here? What's the attack of Black Lantern, Wonder Woman? Each foe with a hero in his discard pile gains a weakness. Each foe with a villain in his discard pile gains a weakness. Well, we have neither, so we won't gain a weakness and she'll go away. Perfect. I could have gotten Star Sapphire and Colony Suit, but I really want to get these villains gone so we can end Immortal Villain. I've already lost some good cards to it. Alright, 1, look at this card. I may destroy it. We will destroy said punch. 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. We are getting very light in our hand size here, but that's because we're getting rid of all those starters. 5, 6. That is enough to get rid of our last villain. And we are home free to take on Immortal Villain, possibly, if this isn't a villain. It's not. We need to discard 5 power from our hand. So, we should be able to do that. I know we got rid of a bunch of punches, but we got some +2 cards in there. We'll be fine. So, we have in this hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to discard. That's the end of Immortal Villain. So that's the end of that turn also, but that crisis is over. We have exactly 10 cards in our deck. Yikes. One, look at the top card. We may destroy it via Saint Walker here. We will destroy said punch. Now we can start getting some things with this power. 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw a card. 6. All right, 6. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get Rage Blood. It's another destruction card. Is my idea, at least. Really can't focus on getting rid of all the starters. Dick Grayson's not a great card, but we can at least have it to be ready for demonic summoning later. Just let him float around till then. Alright, static, trigger Saint Walker. Look at this card, we may destroy it, we will not. 3, 4, it's just the first time, so not every time. 5 power. With 5 power, we'll go ahead, we'll get Colony Suit, and we'll get Shapeshift. 2 cards will help us flesh things out in our deck. Alright, we can destroy a card of cost 0 in my discard pile. We're going to destroy this vulnerability. 2, 4, 5, 6, and draw a card. 7. I know I could get rid of Black Lantern Batman, but I should really try and get something else. What can I do with 7? I can get a Kick and a Star Sapphire. So we'll do those 2 together. Gizmo. Alright, here's our 5. We'll start with Static, 2 power, and we can look at the top card and possibly destroy it via Saint Walker. Nope. 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to go ahead and get Lasso of Lightning. We don't have any ongoing cards yet, but we do have... I thought we had something in interaction with... maybe not. Maybe that's not what I want. Instead, we'll get rid of Gizmo and get another Star Sapphire. Reach Scarab. I'm glad that came out post Immortal Villain. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, you may put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. We're good. We'll go ahead and use Saint Walker though. Look at this. We may destroy it. We will not. 4 power, 5, 6, 7 power. We're definitely going to get that Reach Scarab. We're getting closer and closer to getting rid of Vandal Savage. I'm glad we have Reach Scarab. That's a great defense card, especially early in the game here. Something dependable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think now I'm a little more comfortable with getting rid of Black Lantern Batman. Well, he does have an attack, though. So I might wait till after Vandal Savage, just so I don't have to deal with his attack. We'll see. 2, 3, triggering Saint Walker. We will not destroy that. 4, 5. Has to be discard pile. I have none right now. 6, 7. What is Black Lantern Batman's attack? Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. We'll just get rid of him. We're going to do it. We'll gain a weakness for it, but it's not like we have nothing to deal with that. It's always better to have the villains cleared out before you get the supervillain, because they don't have to deal with them when the new Crisis comes out. 3 power, great. 4, 5, I can put an equipment on top of my deck. I'm good, but we can trigger Saint Walker. Looking at this, we will not destroy that. 6, 7, 8 power is not enough. Not enough. We'll go ahead and get Cloak of Raven and a Kick. Alright, we have a pretty powerful deck now for the size of it. For this early in the game too, so I'm not complaining. We'll use Static, looking at the top card of our deck. You know what? No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with Star Sapphire, put an equipment on top of our deck. And that equipment will be Reach Scarab, probably. You know what? No, it's going to be Cloak of Raven. Boom. We're gonna put Cloak of Raven on top of our deck. So that's 2. 3 and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and +1 for each different superpower. 10, 11. That's more than enough to go to Vandal Savage. I still have 2 left over, and we will go ahead and buy Solstice for that. Alright, that's pretty good. That's not the worst I've ever done. For Vandal Savage, Immortal Villain I'm referring to. We're doing okay. Would like to get something that interacts with this destroyed pile, though, because we do have a lot of them. A lot of problem children in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please have Reach Scarab. Yep, we have Reach Scarab. Perfect. It's Demonic Summoning. Very, very early. Came out very early. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup, and there are quite a few of them because I watched them all go away. Alright, that's all of them, I guess. So there's 4 here. There's 2 already in the lineup, so that's pretty good, actually. If you get a Demonic Summoning early, sometimes it can really hurt you because you might not have seen any 6-cost cards yet. But we're in a good position where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 non-villain 6-cost cards. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroyed a card of cost 0, discard your hand. To beat, your team must destroy 3 cards, each with cost 6 in your discard pile. So we're going to purposely buy a lot of kicks if possible. Like, if we can't afford a 6-cost card, get as many kicks as possible, and so we can destroy those every turn. Then we'll deal with our new villain, which is Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and in the lineup against himself. 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and lineup against himself. So we've got a 6-cost attack card out there. There's a 7. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, so the 7 and the 6. So the 7 is each foe discards a card from their hand. If a foe avoids the attack, gain a weakness. We will avoid the attack via Reach Scarab, I think. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards, and you may put an ongoing card from your discard pile into your hand. We're just going to do the draw 2 cards. And I purposely did that so that I could have a better choice of what I'm going to destroy for Demonic Summoning. Then our other attack's going to be Black Lantern Batman, which unfortunately is going to be bad now. Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. I should have defended against that one first, because you do get to choose the order. So I do gain 2 weaknesses, since there is only 1 card in my discard pile, and it is that 1. Demonic Summoning demands we destroy a card. We will destroy Solstice. We will start our turn with Rage Blood, destroying one of these weaknesses. So that's 2, 3, 4. Look at this card. We will destroy that weakness. 5, 6, 7. With that 7, we're going to go ahead and get a card of cost 6, right? Let's go ahead and get Skull of Batman. New card coming out. And back to our turn. We have to destroy a card in our hand again. It has to be more than 0. We're going to destroy a kick, it looks like. That seems like the safest thing to do. So, 2, 3, triggering Saint Walker to look at this card. We will not destroy that. 4, 5, 6 again. We'll get another 6-cost card. This time it'll be Possession. I think we gotta shuffle things up. What's over here? Nope, no reason to shuffle. We're good. New card coming out. Jaime Reyes, awesome. I really like that card. Alright. Oh, we have to destroy a card at the beginning of our turn. Right. You know what? We're going to destroy this vulnerability. We're going to take advantage of this turn. And then just discard our hand. I know I've got a lot of destruction elements already built into my deck. But that's going to allow me to control, like, you know what? It's definitely going to be a vulnerability. Let's just get rid of it. I think that was our last one anyway. Not certain, but I'm pretty sure. New card comes out. New villain, yikes. Alright, to destroy something in our hand here. I guess we'll destroy We'll destroy Shapeshift. 2 power. We can look at this. We may destroy it. We will destroy that punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. With 10 power, we will... We'll get rid of match and also gain a kick. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, if it destroys something in our hand, we will destroy Colony Suit. We'll start our turn with Shapeshift. Look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 2 and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. For 7, we'll go ahead and get Dick Grayson. Sure. New card coming out. Alright, we have to destroy something in our hand. I'm saying we just destroy the weakness and end the turn. There's enough of those floating around that I'm not too upset about saying goodbye to that and losing the turn. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if at all possible, I want to try and get rid of those cards that are out there and get the other 2 6 cards I need to get rid of Demonic Summoning, but we'll see if that's possible. That's an ugly hand. We're gonna have to destroy the punch and end the turn again. That's not what I wanted to do that turn, but there was a lot of stuff there I really didn't want to lose. Okay, what can we afford to lose in this hand? We can afford to lose a kick, that's for sure. 1 power. Look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 2, 3. I can put an equipment on top of my deck. I'll put Skull of Batman there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is enough for us to say goodbye to Black Lantern Batman, and we'll use our 3 to get... Yeah, we'll get Channeling the Emotional Spectrum. Just about there. Ooh, White Lantern Power Ring is going to help quite a bit. Just destroy a card in our hand. We will destroy... Ooh, I guess we'll destroy Static, but I'm going to try and get it back later. We can put an equipment on top of our deck. What's our hand look like? Okay. And put Cloak of Raven there. 1, 2, 3, and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can gain cards that are in the destroyed pile. I don't think any of those cards are in here, though. Haven't seen them. Nope, we're good. So 8 power so far, and 9, 10, 11 power. Goodbye to Inertia, and hello to White Lantern Power Ring. Now, before we end our turn, do we have the 3 6 cost cards we need in here? We've got 0 of them. We got 1. Okay, so that's not going to be the turn, especially with those 2 there. We have to start filling out our deck, or we're not going to be in a good place. Our deck's going to get smaller and smaller every turn, and eventually we'll be left with just the 6 cost cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, for this particular crisis, they do have to be destroyed from our discard pile, and that Black Lantern Blue Beetle, not helping anyone. We will destroy Geokinesis. It's not helping anybody. Alright, 3, 4, 5. And that triggers Saint Walker. We will leave that alone. 6, 7, 8, 9. With that 9, we'll get rid of Black Lantern Blue Beetle. And with the remaining 2, well, we'll at least get the Atom. New card coming out. Another villain. No way around it. We'll destroy this kick in our hand. 3, 4, 5, and draw a card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. Goodbye Hive, leaving us with 11. We'll go ahead and get Silent Armor, leaving us with 5. And we'll get Jaime Reyes, leaving us with 1. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Now, since I bought that stuff, what did I have left in my... I have Silent Armor, Skull of Batman, and that's it. But now, we just added another one. So in our discard pile right now, after ending that turn, we've got Possession, Silent Armor, Skull of Batman. So we have the 3 we need. We do. So with the Skull of Batman, I can gain cards from the destroyed pile as long as there's a copy of them also in the lineup. So, or I gain cards from the lineup as long as there's a copy of them in the destroyed pile. So yeah, none of those cards were in the destroyed pile at the time. If I destroy a copy of my copy of Rage Blood, I could use Skull of Batman to get that copy. But right now, there's nothing out there that's in the destroyed pile. So we gotta start with putting a card out here, and then, ooh, Ganthet, cool. Demonic Summoning makes us destroy a card. We're gonna destroy Rage Blood, because of what I just said, we can get it back with Skull of Batman. So, let's get a hero from the destroyed pile. And that hero is way down here, and that's Daughter of Trigon, I think. Is that what I want? Yep, at the very least, she'll be good to play with Beetle. Alright. 2, 4, 5, 6 power is enough for us to buy what? We'll get Nth Metal Mace and a kick. I had a hero in there? I might have. I don't know. It's too late now. I'll look out for a better next time. Well, he's back. We have to put a card out and I have to destroy something in my hand. We'll destroy Shapeshift. And we'll start with Skull of Batman, which will gain us Rage Blood, because I know there's one in the destroyed pile. I don't think any of these other ones are in the destroyed pile. Nope. So just that one. So that's 3 power. Draw a card. 4, 5, 6. Looks like next turn we can end it as long as we play it safe. 7, 8. I can put an equipment on top of my deck. I think I want Cloak of Raven on top of my deck. 9, 10. Goodbye. 2. Black Lantern, Green Arrow. How much power do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 4, so I have 6 left. Do I want Lasso of Lightning? I put an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand. I don't have any of those yet. I'll get 1 kick. You know, I'll get 2 kicks. Just because Demonic Summoning's making me destroy cards. New card coming out. Please don't be a villain. Oh, come on. Come on. Have to destroy something in my hand. We're going to destroy Jaime Reyes just because I know I have the Black Lantern Power Ring to get it back. Or was that a... I'm sorry, I thought it was a White Lantern Power Ring. Did I mess up? Yeah, it's a White Lantern Power Ring. I have the White Lantern Power Ring to get him back. So we have to get rid of Black Lantern Green Arrow before we can end this. We'll start with Crystal Shield, drawing a card. So that's 1, 4 power, buying this. Now, since there's no villains, we can destroy 3 cards that are cost 6 in our discard pile. Just want to make sure I have all of them here. So of these cards, I'd like to keep Skull of Batman, I think, and the rest I can try and get back later. But for right now, that's good. That's the end of Demonic Summoning. So that's another one down. We have 0 power right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Adam's not going to do anything for us this turn. I'm not going to buy anything because there is nothing. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's no crisis anymore. New villain there. All right. 2, 3, 4. Are you a hero? It is not. We can discard it. Perfect. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you pay 1 less to defeat villains and supervillains for each different card type you control. I control 1, 2, 3 card types, so he only costs 7. So I beat Graves, and I have 3 left over. We'll go ahead and get another kick for that. And that's probably going to be the end of my kicks for a while. Oh yeah, Ganthid's by far the best. I mean, I could have just gotten him on that turn, but I really wanted to get rid of Graves after how long Vandal Savage took me. So we don't have a defense for this next hand, so that's unfortunate. Let's figure this out. Our new crisis is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, ooh, Energy Absorption. Black Lantern Power Ring, perfect. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. So all I have to do is buy Jinx and I can end this. It's not that bad. Mongol. Each player destroys 1 location of each different cost he controls. If you have none or avoid the attack, gain 2 weakness cards. We'll take the 2 weaknesses. I've got a lot I can do to get rid of that. So, what do we want to do? We definitely want to get Jinx, but we'll start our turn. None of that's in the destroyed pile yet, right? Alright, White Lantern Power Ring, gonna get a hero from the destroyed pile. Maybe Dick Grayson. I could use him to get Silent Armor back. I would really like Jaime Reyes, though. That's what I want. Yeah, there's no more expensive ones, so that's what I want. I want Jaime Reyes. Then... combining game... okay. 3 power. I don't think any of those are in a destroyed pile, though. I haven't seen any Flight Wings yet. I know there's no Lasso of Lightning. So, yeah, it was Colony Suit, that's right. Alright, so yeah, we're good to just get the power from that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, destroying this weakness, buying Jinx. And before we even end our turn, we're just going to destroy Jinx in our discard pile and end Villain in Disguise. Really easy crisis, especially when there's one out there already. I had a backup plan of using Black Lantern Power Ring if I had to, but I did not have to. 2, I can put an equipment on top of my deck. Put White Lantern Power Ring there. 3, draw a card. Go ahead and get a hero. I think Dick Grayson's our only option. Possibly Static. Possibly Solstice. I think we'll go with Dick Grayson just for the expense of him. We could use him with a Adam to do something else with him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not yet. 4, 5. Buy Black Lantern Power Ring. 6, 7. Sorry, 2 power. I mean, I could put Black Lantern Power Ring on top of my deck. 3 power. With that 3 power, we'll go ahead and get Miss Martian. We're doing good. We've got a deck that's moving right along. And now we just need to concentrate on getting rid of the villain. Hawk and Dove. Good card. Okay. How are we doing here? We definitely have Black Lantern Power Ring. Now, how are we going to use that? Well, we're going to use it to get villains, obviously. But the whole point I'm using Black Lantern Power Ring to gain expensive villains so I can destroy them via the Atom and get something else with them. That's the idea, at least. So, like Black Lantern Blue Beetle at cost 7 and 3 power, that's also nothing to laugh at. What else? Match is the same thing, cost 7. Sons of Trigon is cost 7. And we can use any one of those to get our Speed Force. So we're going to go ahead and get Black Lantern Blue Beetle. And we got 3 power here, 4, 5. You know what, before I play that, so 3 power, 4, 5. And I'm going to see if there's any 3 cost cards in there I want to use the Atom on against this Kick, because Kicks are easy to replace, and there might be something in here I'd rather have. That's cost 3. Might be, I should say. Black Lantern Aquaman is just draw a card. That's not ideal. We're good. We'll keep it as where we are. We're going to keep the Kick. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With that 7, we'll definitely get Energy Absorption. And we'll stop there. New card coming out. Crystal Shield, perfect. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, Adam is great. If you use the power rings to get the cards you don't really want but are a nice price, you can use the Adam later on to get the cards you actually want. That's my usual plan with him. So we're gonna start with Miss Martian. The reason I'm starting with Miss Martian is that I'm gonna be gambling that this turn we beat Mongol. And then I'll definitely have Reach Scarab in my next hand because I used Miss Martian this hand. So I get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then since it was a hero, I can use Saint Walker to look at this card. I may destroy it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and destroy that kick. I don't need it. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put an equipment on top of my deck. We're gonna put a Black Lantern Power Ring there. 6, 7, 8 power. We're gonna go with the 2 power from this to get to 9, 10, so I can use Daughter of Trigon. So it's 10, and then a discount of 1, 2, 3. He costs 9. I have 10 power, so that's the end of Mongol. And the way we set it up, we have Reach Scarab in our next turn hand for the next villain. So that's very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get our new crisis, it is Shifting Loyalties. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your right. I'm the player on my right, so that's not really a threat. The to beat is different, though, for solo. Let's see if I can find that. To beat, put the top 3 cards of your deck into the lineup. If their cost is 7 or greater, remove this crisis. That won't be a problem, really. I can buy them back, and might even get rid of something we don't really need. Our new villain is Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy the defense card used to avoid this attack. We're going to do it. We can destroy Reach Scarab and hopefully use the Atom to get it back. You may discard this card, or, you know what, better yet, we're going to use Crystal Shield because we can use Black Lantern Batman, Skull of Batman, to get Crystal Shield back because there's one out here. So, you may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. What do we got here? A card of cost 3 or less into our hand or draw a card, huh? We're just going to go ahead and draw a card. It's a weakness. Okay. So that's that. So to beat Shifting Loyalties, since there are no villains, we have to add a card first. Since there are no villains, we have to add 3 cards to the lineup, and they have to add up to more than 7. They are Jaime Reyes at 4, Dick Grayson at 6, that's 10, 14 with Star Sapphire. That's the end of Shifting Loyalties already. We'll play Reach Scarab for 3, 4, 5, 6 power, and then we can get a villain from the destroyed pile. We're gonna get Sons of Trigon, I think. So 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We'll use that. What do we want back? I definitely want Star Sapphire back. It's a very useful card. Oh no, Jaime Reyes, that's what I want. I do want Star Sapphire back, I really do. But Jaime Reyes is a great defense card, so I'm not going to complain about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. Another copy of the Atom. I'm not going to grab it. Sometimes I overzealously overbuy Atoms. I don't want to do that this time. We're going to start our turn with Miss Martian with the hopes that we get the weakness out for Rage Blood next turn. So I draw 5 cards. And then that does trigger Saint Walker to look at this card. I may destroy it. We will destroy that kick. So 1, draw a card, and then I may destroy one in my hand. Yeah, we'll destroy this kick in my hand. So 1 power. You know what? We won't destroy this sorry, we're not going to destroy the kick this turn. I'm looking at the rest of my hand, and now is a good time to not do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then -1 in his cost for every card type we control. So that's 1, 2, 3 card types. So we have 11. He costs 9 then, and he's defeated. We have 2 left over. We're not going to be spending that. Put these cards back on top of the deck, and we'll keep going. Very quick Doomsday there. We have a very smooth running deck. I'm hoping that we don't hit Heroic Sacrifice right now because this hand's not great, but we'll figure it out, won't we? Our new crisis is Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. To beat, your team must destroy 4 heroes. And then it's Hellspawn. Each player discards the 2 cards of the highest cost in his hand. We're going to defend against that. Discard to avoid the attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. And then a new card comes out for the turn. We will start our turn with Skull of Batman. That will get us... It'll definitely get us Crystal Shield because I destroyed that earlier. Anything else out there that got destroyed? Did we destroy a Star Sapphire? I don't think we did. I think it's still in my hand. Yeah, nothing else out there. So we did just get that 1 card, but that's okay. That's also 3 power. I have to destroy 4 heroes from my discard pile. We'll play Rage Blood. I don't think we've seen the weakness yet. Nope. So that's 5, 6, 7. Are you a hero? It is. 8, 9. Put an equipment on top of my deck. $10, $11, $12, $13, and the Atom we're not going to be using. So with 13, definitely buying Ganthet. It's time to buy Ganthet. And we still have 5 left over. We'll get Star Sapphire and the Atom. And before our turn ends, we have to destroy 4 heroes to end this crisis. So we'll destroy the Atom since I can get it back very easily via White Lantern Power Ring. Star Sapphire for the same reason. Jaime Reyes for the same reason, and Miss Martian for the same reason. I get all of those cards back, and I will, gradually. And that's the end of Manhunter Invasion. Now we can move on to Hellspawn. Let's get a new card out. New villain, okay. We will go ahead and gain a villain from the destroyed pile. No, that's not what we're doing. I want Grant Wilson, so we're going to try and buy him first. So 3, 4, 5, buy Grant Wilson, and then use that to gain Grant Wilson. Just 1 power here, and that's the end of that turn. Alright, now let's focus on Hellspawn and get rid of... I just saw, what, a punch and a weakness in that last hand? That's not ideal. New card coming out. Alright, gain all cards from the lineup that share the same name as a card in the destroyed pile. So we're gaining Black Lantern, Aquaman, because I know that's in there. But I think that is it. So that's 3 power. But when I gain it, he just goes to the destroyed pile. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And instead of using his ability, we're going to use his 2 power to get to 10, 11 so we can beat Hellspawn. I could have used his ability to get back like Miss Martian or Jaime Reyes, Star Sapphire, but when I was right on the money for getting rid of Hellspawn, I decided that's what I wanted to do. Alright, what do we got? We have 1 defense card here with Crystal Shield, so we're doing pretty good. Reshaping Our World is another one that's different for solo. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the same cost with another card in your hand. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. You know what? That's going to be different for us in solo. For Reshaping Our World, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. So just reveal the top 3. Then our new villain is Black Adam. Each player destroys cards in his hand until he has only 1 card of each type in his hand. Yeah, I'm going to defend against that. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. What's my hand look like? Yeah, we'll go ahead and draw a card. We'll start with energy absorption, draw a card, and I may destroy one in my hand. I think we're good. 2, look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is, so we will draw that. We're gonna use the Atom on Black Lantern Blue Beetle to get Speed Force out of the destroyed pile. Then we're gonna use Black Lantern Power Ring to get Black Lantern Blue Beetle back. Alright, since there's... oh, we didn't put a card out for the turn yet. There we go. We're gonna try and beat Reshaping Our World. All 3 cards have to be a different cost. 3, 8, and 4, that ends Reshaping Our World. That was easy enough. Perfect. Oh, I was supposed to discard cards at the beginning of our turn, so there were 2 cards of cost 3, so that would be gone. And that's it, because everything else I drew. No, this would be gone, because I had that at the same time, so those would be gone. Sorry about that. So, we have 2 power from here, and that is it. 4 power and draw 2 cards. 5, 6, I can put an equipment on top of my deck. I'm gonna make that equipment. I'm gonna make it this. I'm gonna make a White Lantern Power Ring. And then I'm gonna use Ganthet to get cards into my hand. Cards of each color. Alright, so we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, draw a card, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power, 13 power. Goodbye Black Adam with that 13 power. And then we have with this 2, 3, 4, 5 power. And we can get a hero from the destroyed pile. So with that 5 power, we'll get Jaime Reyes from the destroyed pile. And with the 5 power, we'll go with Flight Wings. Oh, not the destroyed pile, in my hand. Okay, that was a very good turn. That was the ability to really clear out some lineup and get rid of the villain. And we have Reach Scarab again to defend ourselves with. Please do not be Heroic Sacrifice, because I have only 1 card here and most of my deck over here. So, new card is, okay, Hunting Down the Lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 different superpowers. We'll probably be able to do that very easily. Let's see what this attack is. Black Hand. We're going to defend against that. You may discard this card to avoid it. You know what? Hold on. Card of the main deck, and then it destroys a number of cards equal into its VP. And then okay, so here's the issue. I can defend with Reach Scare, but if I do that, I'm going to draw 2 cards, and there's only 1 left here, so I'll have to shuffle my discard pile, elongating how long it takes to take down Hunting the Lanterns. Instead, I'm going to take Black Hand's attack. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck, then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. So that's 2. We will discard a weakness and a kick. No, we'll just do kick and channeling emotional spectrum. Oh, we can do... yeah, we'll do both of those. Okay. Did we put a card out for the turn yet? I don't think so. Then, to beat there's no villain, so to beat the crisis, 4 different superpowers have to be destroyed. Definitely a kick. Don't want to do Speed Force, but I will if I have to. Just putting all my superpowers out now. Alright, I have to do 4 of them. So, kick is a yes. 2, 3... we'll destroy energy absorption because I love Speed Force and it's kind of hard to time how you can get that back. So those 4 are destroyed, hopefully coming back later on. And then for our turn, we've got 3 power here, a weakness, and this hero will trigger Saint Walker. We can look at this, we may destroy it, but we will not. So 3 power is all we got. We will, with that... Arsenal's an interesting choice, at least. Pay 2 less to defeat supervillains. We'll do it. We'll buy Arsenal. Probably won't use it very much. We'll get Magic Bracers also for being a defense card. Perfect. Okay. So that worked pretty well. We managed to beat the Crisis faster just by saying don't defend against Black Adam. And that was a better choice. All right, 1, 2, 3, triggering Saint Walker. Look at this, we will not destroy that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very close, but not enough. We're gonna go ahead, we will get Hawk and Dove for 4, leaving us with 6. We'll go ahead and get another copy of Flight Wings, so that's gonna help trigger Hawk and Dove, hopefully. Plasmus. I like Plasmus. If I can get him via Black Lantern Power Ring, I'll be happy. Where are all the ongoing cards, by the way? You would think with Teen Titans we would have seen, 7 of them by now. We'll start with Speed Force, drawing 2 cards. Then we'll play Ganthet to get cards from our discard pile here. What else is, I just want to see what else is in my hand before I make my decisions. Okay. Just gotta make sure they're all the right price here. Very well, that's us. Okay. So, we're at 2 power. I do have the ability to use the Atom this turn. Is there anything I really want from the destroyed pile that is one of these costs? I've got 5, 4, 5 and 4 basically. I can get an energy absorption back. Let's do that. We will use the Atom. Well, first we'll use, since Ganthet, that triggers Saint Walker. Look at this, we will not destroy that. We will use... Ooh, but since we saw it, is there anything that makes us draw a card? No. Okay. We're going to use the Atom on Flight Wings in order to get energy absorption into our hand. Then we'll draw a card, and I may destroy a card in my hand. We will destroy this punch. Perfect. That worked out really well. Okay, 2 power so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think there's 2 copies of any cards here. Nope. All unique cards. 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17 power. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 power. Goodbye to Black Hand. Leaving us with, what's that? 13 minus 1 is 12. We'll get rid of Plasmus, bringing us down to 9. And with our 9... We'll get this one just because it allows us to we'll get both of these because they can be contributed to different crises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing here? Well, if this ends up being Heroic Sacrifice, that won't be terrible because we have Black Lantern Power Ring and White Lantern Power Ring to work on getting a lot of those cards back. It's Rise of the Dead though. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the end of your turn, put a random card with cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards with different colors. Alright, and then our new villain. It is really amazing. How, I don't know, with the Teen Titans set, I should have at least 2 of them out. At least 1 location, at the very least. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If it is a cost 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, gain a number of weaknesses equal to its cost. I don't think I have a defense, so we are going to do this. We're going to gain this card. Its cost, no, otherwise gain a number of weaknesses equal to its cost. That's 3 weaknesses for us. And that's not so bad, because we have to put a card out. Then we have to add a random card from the destroyed pile. If it's not a villain, I believe we gain a weakness. Yes. And then we've got a big enough discard pile here that I think we can concentrate on getting rid of this very crisis. So this card is a Kick. A Kick just got added to the lineup. So, to beat it, I have to destroy 5 cards with different colors. I think from discard pile and hand. Yep, that's from discard pile as well. So, we've got weakness as a color. We've got this one's almost any color. So we'll just save that for some random color. We'll save that for orange. We'll take this for gray. We will destroy Blue Beetle for red, and that's 5 colors right there. There's nothing else in here I really want to destroy. So these 5 cards are destroyed. And that crisis is already over. Oh, but they were removed from the game forever. That's right. That's the danger here. This Blue Beetle was pretty useful. Getting cards that cost 7 from the destroyed pile with him. Is there anything else in here that costs 7 is floating around with? There's Match. We can use Match for the exact same purpose. So that's okay. Unless there's something else besides... We didn't destroy a blue card, for example, so we could destroy a blue card instead of a red card. And that blue card will be the Atom. We'll destroy the Atom and just get him back via White Lantern Power Ring. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the weakness is 5, and that's the end of Rise of... Oh no, we can't get it back. That's the point. We'll get rid of it because I know there is another copy in the destroyed pile already. Go sit over there. Perfect. Okay. So I know there's another copy in the destroyed pile. We'll get that one. Shouldn't that villain go to your... Oh, the one from the top of... Which one? I'm sorry. The one I gained? Yeah, he should. Didn't I not put him in here? What did I do with him? You're talking about the one that I gained via Hector Hammond, right? Did I put him in the destroyed pile without thinking? Mad Mod, that's what it was. Yeah, it was Mad Mod. So actually, you're right, that should be my discard pile. Which means, instead of the Atom, I will use Mad Mod as my 4th card. And that will be the one I destroy. Okay, thank you for calling that out. Thank you very much. Yes, that was supposed to go in my discard pile. That's the danger of me putting my discard pile and the destroy pile right next to each other. But that's what I did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You saved that turn. Save my Atom. Alright, we're gonna do White Lantern and Red Lantern Power Ring. We will go ahead and get Match, I think. Or maybe I'll get Mammoth for the defense. No, I want Plasmus. I know Plasmus is in here. That's right. Where are you? And now Plasmus isn't going to be super valuable right now because, for whatever reason, I don't have ongoing cards. I could get one via Zookeeper. Ooh, Zookeeper defense card. That might be worth it. Do that, and then I'll get Plasmus next time. So we'll get Zookeeper. And I can also get a hero from in here. I'm not sure what's in here, and I just shuffled it all up, so... What do we got? We got Miss Martian, which I like. Solstice and Star Sapphire. There's the Atom, which I already have one, so I think I'm okay there. I think I want Miss Martian. I do like her ability to kind of control your hand. So, we have those 2 cards played. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is any of those? There's definitely Kicks in a destroyed pile, so that's ours. None of those, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can pay 2 less for supervillains, but that's not going to happen this turn. Ongoing card from your discard pile into your hand, yes, because we could use this to get Zookeeper back into our hand as needed. 2, 3, 4. Okay, gotta shuffle. Hector Hammond should not take much longer. This game's going very fast, and one of the things that makes it very strange that it's going very fast is that I don't have ongoing cards. I just bought my first one from the destroyed pile. It doesn't make any sense, but it's working. It is working. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Or didn't I already do that? Didn't Acrobatic Ability just come out? Oh well. It might have, but just in case. So, 3, 4, 5, and that would bring... Not going to be able to afford it, so I'm going to play Miss Martian just so that next turn here. 2, 3, 4, just to increase the odds we get to 12 this turn. Not great. We'll get Skull of Batman, which triggers nothing. So 4 power, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess that would have triggered Miss Martian. I will not destroy that. With our 9 power, I guess we'll get in a Scrim-a-Stick. We'll get 1 kick because I've destroyed a bunch of them. Kind of fill that gap back up for cards I can get rid of as needed. Oh, put these back on top. Ooh, we've got Adam and Sons of Trigon. Is there anything else of cost 7 I would like back? I would like Plasmus. I don't want Match. It's not as good. Anything else of cost 7 though? I do like Inertia, but that costs 6. But I might have something else. I do want Teen Titans Go quite badly. But I guess Teen Titans Go isn't that important right now because for whatever reason, I don't have ongoing cards. Mogo's an ongoing card. That's a defense card too, so that's a possibility. So my options right now are Mogo, and that's about it. Do I want to use Mogo, or do I have something else that costs 6 maybe? You know what, we're gonna do it. No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather have the 3 power from Sons of Trigon. What am I talking about? I'm wrong. Sons of Trigon's 3 power is gonna be more useful. 3, 4, 5. Are you a hero? You are, so we will draw you. We'll play this weakness. Pay 2 less for supervillains, so we're just gonna say 7 towards him. Then this is 1 less for each card type, so we'll say 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not enough. That's okay. The 5 power we got here is enough to get rid of Zookeeper and move on to our next turn. Came close. Had all those bonuses. Hey, Detonator. Detonator is in. Okay, we will get Zookeeper out here, so we now have an ongoing card. We will play Black Lantern Power Ring to get Zookeeper back. Or do I want Inertia now? Inertia. Once during each of your turns, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. We'll get Inertia, since I already have Zookeeper out here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and Ganthet. Cards of each color. Have to be 6 or less, though. Alright, got a few choices in here. So we have Inertia. I think there was a better blue option, wasn't there? No, I guess Arsenal's it. So there's those 3. For equipment, I'm thinking Skull of Batman and Rage Blood here. I don't think I can do any of the other ones. That triggers everything. Okay, so we have 6 power. We'll put Inertia out with the ability to discard our card from our hand and then draw a card. There we go. 6, 7, 8, draw 2 cards. Nine, 10, destroy this weakness. 13, 2 less for supervillains, so we're going to say 15 there. In fact, we'll just get rid of that, leaving us with 3 power. 4, 5, I don't have any doubles in there, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. Definitely going to get Detonator for its ongoing ability. And I have 7 left over there. We'll go ahead and get Lasso of Lightning, so we can start getting those ongoing cards moving in and out of our discard pile. Alright, please don't be Heroic Sacrifice. That's all I need. I've got Hemi Rays to defend us. Heroic Sacrifice. Oh no. The player that defeated the previous supervillain removes his superhero from the game and destroys all cards of cost 1 or greater in his discard pile. Let's just see what that means. Lasso of Lightning, Detonator, Arsenal, Skull of Batman, blah 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 blah. That's 1 card from the destroyed pile here. Is White Lantern Power Ring in here? It looks like White Lantern Power Ring is going to survive this. He must be one of the cards here. I didn't see him unless I just missed him. We did lose the Atom, but we can get him back. We lost Black Lantern Power Ring, but that's okay. We have White Lantern Power Ring, and we're going to survive this just based on that. In fact, I'm going to do what I did last night and kind of create a separate pool here of cards I can use from my last deck to get back cards from my last deck. So the player gains a random unused superhero, and each other player gains 2 weaknesses. Blah 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 blah. Remove the crisis if it had been beaten. Okay, so here's our stack of unused our crisis stack for this particular setup. This one right here. 3 plus 3 power. That's going to be maybe very different than the deck I've already built, but it's nothing I can't start building, like these 2 acrobatic agilities, for example. So I need 4 different cards cost 1, 2, or 3. That's not bad. So Skitter's our new card. Black Lantern Superman. We are going to defend against with Hemi Reyes. You may put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn. Done. New card out for the turn. And now we just need to take on Black Lantern Superman. We will use Energy Absorption to draw a card, and then may destroy a card in our hand. We will destroy this weakness. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not enough there, but we're going to go ahead and get Atlantis. And we will get both these acrobatic agilities. Okay, and time to shuffle that up because we have like no deck. How many cards do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 11 cards. We just bought 3 cards. So we had 8 cards. That was what we had. But we're going to live on that pretty well. There should be White Lantern Power Ring in here. And there it is. That's what I needed to see. Okay, new card comes out. We're going to start our turn with White Lantern Power Ring, and we're going to get something big. Maybe Ganthet? I'm thinking Ganthet. I think that's a pretty reasonable choice. Ganthet it is, gained from White Lantern Power Ring. Time to start turning things around. Alright, draw a card. I may destroy a card in my hand. I'm not going to destroy any of this. So 2, 4, 5, 6 power. We'll get Dick Grayson, but we'll probably destroy him later if we can get an Atom. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get Atlantis to join us here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. His weakness doesn't. We'll actually use Inertia. Discard a card and then draw a card for Inertia. So we're at 7 power and we can draw a card. Eight, 9. Not enough, but enough to get rid of Phobia. And we will go ahead and buy Arsenal, I think, because that's going to help with Skitter. New card coming out. Another villain. Lady Vic. I heard Lady Vic's going to be in the new season of Titan, so hopefully that'll be cool. Let's see. We're going to start our turn with Ganthet. Put all the cards of different colors into our hand. We'll take Kick and Cloak of Raven, and we'll grab Arsenal. Then we'll use our turn. We'll use Inertia's ability to discard this weakness and draw a card. Okay, now we've got some options. So, 2, 3, I have no ongoing cards there, so that's just 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 2 cards that we need there. 2 less for supervillains. Oh, if you control 4 different cards with different costs 1, 2, or 3. We control Zookeeper. So we control 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of different with 3 or more with a cost 1, 2, or 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. 10, 11, 12, 13 power. And we cost 2 less for this, so he only cost me 11, so I have 2 power left over. And we'll go ahead and get a hero from the destroyed pile. I'm thinking Miss Martian to kind of control our hands a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do Miss Martian because she also works with Skitter. Okay, this is working. This is working. We're going to build this deck very slowly because I like how it's working. One, two, three, four, 5. All right, we have no defense cards, so let's see what happens here. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. I'm just gonna do 4 because I have to do 3 for the turn anyway. I'm sorry, I have to do 1 for the turn anyway, is what I meant to say. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the reveal card's type and replace them. Each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. Then our new villain is Mr. Freeze. We can only... I'm confused. Ongoing card as a defense. What do you mean? Oh, you mean, are you referring to the villain coming up? Gotcha. Yep, it's Mr. Freeze. There's a delay between when I get your messages and when I'm live, so that's what happened there. Yes. So, I could defend a Zookeeper, but there's no defense against Mr. Freeze. It would have been nice, though. Each player may play only up to 4 cards from his hand during each of his turns. Unfortunately, these ongoing cards are not played from our hand, so that's good news. We're going to start our turn with Energy Absorption to draw a card, and then destroy a card in our hand. We'll use Inertia to discard a card and draw a card. I should have left her there. And then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power there. Oh, I never did the ability. It would have been Miss Martian, so no blue ones have gotten destroyed. So perfect. So I have 6 power there, though. We will go ahead and get rid of Grant Wilson with that 6 power. 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. We have to reveal the top card of our deck. Oh, White Lantern power. White Lantern Corps is destroyed and replaced. Okay, so we have to get rid of the villains still. So let's get a hero from the destroy pile. We're going to get White Lantern Corps. We control Zookeeper. So then 2, pay 2 less for supervillains. 3, and since we control those 4, 4, 5, 6 power. That 6 power is enough to say goodbye to Cinderblock, and we'll also take on a Scrimastix because it's going to help with Skitter. New card coming out. All right, we're going to have to draw our cards and then reveal a card from the top of our deck. We've got Lady Vic still, then we can focus on getting rid of the Crisis. Alright, we've got to get rid of... Oh, we have to destroy energy absorption and replace it. Ah, another villain. Ooh, what an awful time. I hate when you have Ganthet in your hand. That's the worst. Alright, I'm going to use Inertia to discard Ganthet and draw a card. Draw a card, I can destroy a card in my hand. Nothing here I want to destroy, so we don't have to. We control 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. I can play one more card from our hand. I guess we'll play this one to get to 4, 5, 6 power because of Skitter. And we'll use that 6 power to get rid of Lady Vic. But we still now have to get rid of Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. Okay. Have to reveal this card as an equipment, so we're losing these two. I do like those two. Ooh, but I really like these two more, so I'm not complaining anymore. We're gonna start our hand with Miss Martian, putting these to the side and drawing 5 new cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 power there. 2, 3, 4, and that triggers this to get to 5, 6, 7. I need 1 more power. 8 to get rid of this. Then we're gonna play... Oh, I can't play anything else. Can't play anything else. Okay. That's the end of that turn. New card comes out. Ah, of course it's a villain. It's just making progress. Why wouldn't it be a villain? I don't want to lose these two, but I think I'm about to. It's a hero losing Indigo Tribe. We're gonna use Ganthet, getting cards back from the destroyed pile here. Alright. 1, put an equipment of cost 3 or less into my hand. Don't have any. 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But plus this gets us to 5, 6, 7. Goodbye, Lady Vic. Hello. Cybernetic Enhancement. And now I can discard literally any card, and it won't matter. It'll end the crisis, because it's not going to match nothing. There we go. All the heroes are good. So... goodbye to that one. That's one strategy. Usually I just try and play it to my odds, but since we were playing against Mr. Freeze, it kind of changed my strategy a little bit. New card coming out is Connor Kent. Good card. I don't know if it's good in my deck. It was definitely good in my earlier deck. Alright, we'll do... Ah, man. Okay, we're going to do Energy Absorption, drawing a card. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is enough to at least buy Connor Kent. Man, we're going to get in trouble if we can't get Mr. Freeze. Birdarang, Skitter with my hero heavy deck. That's pretty good. We will start with Cybernetic Enhancement, getting us 1, 2, 3 power. 4, I can put an equipment of cost 3 or less into my hand. Don't have one. Actually, let's change it up. We'll go 1, 2, 3 and buy this. Get us down to 2 power. 3 power, put this into our hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is enough cards to get us to 8, 9, 10. because it's 3 from this. Oh, we spent that, getting us down to 2, 3, 4, 5. This has a hero, so that's 6, 7, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. That is 10. That is the end of Mr. Freeze. Then let's use Ganthet. Do I have the ring in here? No, I don't, but I have energy absorption, so let's draw a card. We won't destroy any of these. I was just hoping to get one of the rings so I could use that turn to also get a ring, but it didn't happen. And you're right, we have got Zookeeper now. If we get attacked, Zookeeper can help us. In fact, I have to use Zookeeper at some point because he cannot be in play when I get to Crisis Necron, because you can't have villains in play against him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, if I get Plasmus, though, I can get him back, but that's going to be a bit complicated at this point. I've got 1 defense in my hand and Zookeeper. So, our new crisis is Missing Heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 equipment. I don't have many equipment. And then Arkillo. He costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. Each player puts 1 equipment from his hand or 2 from the discard pile into the lineup. We'll just discard Zookeeper. No, we're going to keep it and discard... Yeah, we're going to discard Acrobatic Agility. No. I've changed my mind again. I'm going with Zookeeper. Okay. I have to have a new card come out. I have to destroy 4 equipment. We're going to start with Miss Martian, drawing 5 new cards. Draw a card. I may destroy one in my hand. Nothing here I want to destroy. Lasso of Truth. Put an ongoing card from my discard pile into my hand, and we'll get this out. So we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This won't do anything, but I believe we did hit our 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 11, which is great, but it's not enough for us to get rid of Arkillo, because we have to get rid of the crisis first, which needs equipment, which we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 in our discard pile for if need be. See what comes out. Ooh, there was something about that. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Alright, we're going to destroy Cloak of Raven, T-Wing, a Scrimastix, and Lasso of Lightning. Those 4 are destroyed to get rid of Missing Heroes. Then for our turn, we've got this with the ability. I'm thinking it's going to be what's it called now? Oh, Indigo Tribe. Never mind. I was thinking the Atom, but it's going to be Indigo Tribe. Alright, there's that. 1, 4, 2 less for supervillains, but not going to happen this turn. We'll go ahead and get Aqualad. It's an ongoing card. Haven't seen many of those anyway. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will start our turn with Ganthet, getting cards of every imaginable color into our hand. Have to be cost 6 or less. Okay, that can go. Yes, scared of that. And I think those are our options. Perfect. So, we will start our turn with Connor Kent, giving us the ability to get 2 superpowers from our discard pile into our hand. There is only 1, but that's okay. That'll be 1. Get a new ongoing card out here. Draw a card. I may destroy one in my hand. We're going to destroy this weakness. So we're still at 1 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power is definitely enough to get rid of Arquillo. And anything else? Actually, we triggered Skitter too, didn't we? Yes, we did. So we have 17 power. So goodbye Arquillo, leaving us with 6 power. And we will buy Solstice for that because we are going with a low power deck. Okay. We have to get rid of Zookeeper and Inertia. Gotta get Plasmus so I can get rid of Inertia. Or else I'm going to be in trouble when Necron comes out. What do I need to do to get Plasmus? How much is he? This has to be a priority or I'm going to really get out of control. Plasmus costs 3, so I can use the Atom on a kick to get Plasmus. Perfect. One, two, three, four, 5. Do we have a defense? Well, we have Inertia and we have Acrobatic Agility in hand. 7 Deadly Sins. I do not have a very big deck. This is going to be dangerous. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 5 just because I have to do 1 for the turn anyway. I want a good portion of those cards. When a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 7 cards with different costs from discard piles. Okay. And our new villain is Hell, who we will defend against with Zookeeper. That way we can destroy him. As long as you don't play Zookeeper again, we don't have to deal with him. Okay. So here's our hand. We can get a hero from the destroy pile. That hero has got to be the Atom. Because if it's the Atom, we can destroy a kick or something to get Plasmus. We can get a card of each color into our hand. Is there anything that costs 3 in here? No. 1 power, 2 power. If I control a superpower, I can draw a card. We have to use the Atom on Cybernetic Enhancement, I think. No, I know what we can do. 1, 2 power. 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and buy a kick. We'll use Connor Kent to get that kick into my hand. Use the Atom on said kick to get Plasmus. And we'll use that to discard Inertia. Perfect. Now our 2 villains are discarded. We have to just destroy them. In fact, we'll try and destroy them for this crisis if at all possible. And in the end, we ended up with, I think, 5 power. Oh, I get to draw a card after doing that too. So 1, 2, 3. We did play enough to get Skitter, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all we got. That's 6 power. Definitely want Cybernetic Enhancement, and we'll get another Aquaman. New card coming out. All of the ongoing cards are right next to each other. Very strange. Very strange, I say. Okay. So, do we have 7 different costs card here? We have 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 6, 3. We got lots of 1, 2s, and 3s because we've been going for that with Skitter. We got an 8, 5, a 2, and a 6. So we need 7 different costs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't quite have it. But if we buy Jaime Reyes at 4, we will. So we have 3 power from White Lantern. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And did we trigger? We did not trigger that. So just 11, which we will use to buy Jaime Reyes and Cassie Sandsmark. So they'll go in here, and since they go straight to our discard pile, we can then take care of this, I think. So we have to destroy a card of cost 1, Acrobatic Agility, a card that costs 2, Zookeeper, a card that costs 3, Plasmus? Yeah, because he's a villain, so sorry, you gotta go. Card that costs 4, Jaime Reyes. Card that costs 5, Cassie Sandsmark. Card that costs 6, Inertia. The card that costs 8 is Ganthet. So we end up destroying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and that is the end of 7 Deadly Sins. There's quite a few cards in there I definitely want back, but that is over. And then hopefully we'll get rid of Hell very quickly and move on to Necron. Okay. We're going to use Miss Martian to draw a whole new hand. I had a pretty good hand there. This wasn't a question of replacing my hand. It was a question of getting a 6-card hand, because with Miss Martian you draw 5 cards. So you essentially play 6 cards during your turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not going to be enough. Not going to get anything from this, and I can get a hero from this. We'll get Ganthet. Unless... no, Ganthet's the way. With our 8 power, we'll go ahead and get Cadmus Labs and move on to our next turn. Alright, it didn't work out the way I wanted, but we still accomplished some things that turn. Okay. Draw a card. I may destroy one in my hand. You know, I'm just going to destroy Dick Grayson. It's not a great card. Actually, no. Instead of Dick Grayson, we're not going to destroy any cards. We might use the Atom on Dick Grayson, though. Let's see what we can do. Anything of cost 6 that we want. It's got to be something of cost 6, right? Really want Black Lantern Power Ring back if possible. Really want Speed Force back. There's Skull of Batman. That's a good cost 6 card. Anything cost 6 in here that's gonna catch my eye? T-Wing's not great. Okay. It looks like what we're going for is Skull of Batman. So, we're going to... yep, we're going to use the Atom on Dick Grayson to get Skull of Batman, playing that for 3 power, and I believe we're going to gain both of these cards, because they should both be in the destroy pile. Static and Silent Armor should both be in here, because I destroyed them very early in the game. Where are we? There's Silent Armor. And where's our Static? No, you're in here. There's Static. So yes, they are both ours now. And we're at 3 power. 4 or 5, I can put an equipment on top of my... so I've got 1, 2 cards that can qualify, so no. We will not do anything else this turn. I don't really need Demonic Influence because we're not going to be buying any villains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll play Acrobatic Agility, then Solstice, drawing a card, then Birdarang. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 5, 6, but that triggers Skitter to get to 7, 8, 9. Oh, I should have put this out here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Goodbye to Hell. That is that. We are on to the final villain. We have no villains in our deck, which is perfect. That's just what you want right now. I would like to get that Speed Force back if possible. We could destroy Indigo Tribe to get it back. That might be worth it. And then just use White Lantern Ring to get Indigo Tribe back again. But the whole game might not last long enough to make that whole thing happen. So, our new crisis is Corrupted Companion. A random player puts a random unused supervillain in front of him. Here's our unused supervillains. Resolve its first appearance attack against each player. It's going to do that against us each turn. To beat it, we have to get rid of this villain. And that villain's going to be Amazo. Amazo costs 3 more defeat for... well, he's not in the stack, so that doesn't matter. Each player puts a hero from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We're going to defend with Jaime Reyes. You may put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn. So we avoid Amazo's attack. Then we have to deal with Necron, who each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game in front of him and resolves its attack against himself. So our defeated supervillains are over here. That's all of them. We're going to shuffle it up. We're going to see which one we're going to fight again. I have no idea what it's going to be. I always hope that's Vandal Savage. It's a 1 in like 12 chance or whatever. But you know what? I hope. Alright, we'll go with this one. It is Black Hand. I think that's the same one I had last time. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck, then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. Cannot defend, so we are destroying Tactile Kinesis, discarding 2 cards. 1 and 2. Okay. So Amazo's going to attack every turn, so he's more important. But we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8 power. Which is not great, but is at least enough to buy Cybernetic Enhancement, which we will put on top of our deck via Atlantis. Okay. Oh, I never put a card out for the turn. Oh, we can use the other 5 on Azarath. We will use the other 5 on Azarath, because we had 8 that turn, and we spent 3 on what we had. Okay. So he's going to attack, which is each player puts a hero from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We will defend with Acrobatic Agility. You may discard to avoid. We will use Silent Armor to draw a card. We'll put up to 2 superpowers from our discard pile into our hand. We will get a hero from the destroyed pile. Probably Cassie Sandsmark. Or, no, Jaime Reyes because of the defense, and we're going to keep getting attacked each turn. Alright, we are at 0 power. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And did we get to where we needed? No, we only got the 3 of the 4 we needed. So we have 9 power. Isn't great. We are going to discard this to put Jaime Reyes on top of our deck for Amazo next turn. Okay. New card coming out. We have to defend against... Ooh, whoa, that was a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we defend with Jaime Reyes against that attack. So that's 2. Then we're going to use Ganthet. And we have the Atom, so definitely going to need that and that, that. Yep. Alright, I think I got everything I can. So we're at 2 power. We're going to put Azarath out. It's not really a location I need. It's not an ability I'm going to use. But it's another ongoing card for Cybernetic Enhancement. So, Aqualad, so we have 2 copies of that. So we're at 2 power so far. Three, 4. I really want to use this Atom, but what do I want to use it on? Let's see, I've got 6. Anything that costs 6 that I really want? I think we went over that already, and we ended up with that card, so I guess not. So we were at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11 power. Is that enough yet? No. 2 less for supervillains. That's nice. And we won't be using this. So we're at 1, 2, 3 cards here. Oh, we have Aqualad. That's 4. So we have 14 power then. And we pay 2 less for supervillains, so he costs 9, leaving us with 5 power. We will get Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos for the ongoing ability. Alright, I have to get rid of one more villain. This technically won't go away until Black Hand's gone, but Black Hand doesn't attack every turn at least. New card coming out. Bumblebee. All those ongoing cards are really weighing down there, weren't they? Let's put an equipment of our choice on top of our deck. Boop. Let's draw a card, and we may destroy one in our hand. We will not. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power, and we've got 1, 2, 3 cards that qualify. So just that 13 power, we'll get rid of Black Hand, leaving us with just Crisis Necron. No villains in our deck, so that's not going to be a problem. We just have to worry about any villains coming out of the main deck. I'm just going to bring him out here, put him dead center. We will deal with him now. Crisis Necron. Not so bad. 15's pretty easy, especially if we can get the right combination of cards. Alright, a new ongoing card from Cadmus Labs, which is going to help quite a bit. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. We can put a card into our hand and play it again. It's got to be cost 3 or less. This one, 8 power. Not enough to do that, but it is enough to buy Bumblebee, and we'll buy Magic Bracers because it will trigger Skitter. But we're going to use Atlantis to put Bumblebee on top of our deck. New card coming out. That's a new villain, so that's a bit different. That changes this turn a little bit, just a little. We're going to put Bumblebee out. And then we're going to use Ganthet. That's all we can grab. Alright, so we now control 2 different cards for Skitter. So, 1, 2, 3, and that's enough cards to trigger Skitter to get us to 6, 7, and because of that we get to draw a card. Nice. Skull of Batman, because there is a destroyed mammoth, I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain there's a destroyed mammoth. If that's the case, then we gain him and he just goes away. Yep, there's mammoth, so he's gone. And again, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We can put a hero into our hand. We'll go this one. 19, draw a card. Adam's not going to get us anything. But we'll play Bumblebee too. Getting us to 21. That is, I'm sorry, just 20. 20 is enough. 20 is enough to... How'd you play Necron wrong? So anyway, Crisis Necron cannot be defeated while a villain is in the play or in the lineup, so we definitely beat him. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The villains went very quickly. The crises went pretty quick. The only problem I had is that all these ongoing cards were from the later half of the game. I didn't have any early on in the game. We did lose a lot of really good cards to Heroic Sacrifice, including Speed Force, Black Lantern Power Ring, etc., etc. But those two were the big two, I think. These are all the villains that we had to get rid of over time, but thankfully getting rid of them is pretty easy. I had a lot of fun playing the setup. I think I've said it before, but I really like using Teen Titans with different crises other than Crisis 4. Reason being is it just feels different. I didn't get all the ongoing cards for whatever reason. They are all in this lower part of the deck, but we did get a few at the end and got to use our cybernetic enhancements in order to make that more valuable. If you're just joining us, this is for the Solo Crisis League. It's a semi-competitive version of the DC deck building game Crisis Expansions. It allows you to compare yourself to other players playing the same setup. We are in Season 5, Round 4. There are 5 rounds of season, so we are just about the end of Season 5, but there will be a Season 6, I guarantee it. If you're interested, there's a link below to my website where it has all sorts of information, links to the Discord to talk to the community and all that jazz. So a bunch of different ways you can support the leagues and the videos. There's watching the videos. Thank you. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying. There's checking out the Etsy store. I've got all sorts of game mats there, including this DC deck building one. I make them all myself and I have them printed. And if you have any questions, I'm always free to answer those. There is the Patreon if you're interested. The Patreon gets you things like mid-round results for each of the leagues. It gets you a special members-only round between seasons. And it gets you thank yous in the video. The thank yous in the video I've got for today are Sloth. Sloth is a member of the Solo Champions League. Solo Champions is like the Solo Crisis League, except it uses Marvel Champions. It's a lot of fun there, too. Thank you, Sloth. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know we just started Season 4, Round 2? I think that's where we are. Yeah, it sounds right. Season 4, Round 2. I hope you like it so far. The hardly pronounced one. Kwakwini. Kwakwani? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's Italian. I'm doing it all wrong. For whatever reason, that looks Hawaiian to me. Kwakwani. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a member of the Solo Champions League as well. Thank you for joining, and I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. And then we got Mr. ID, another member of the Solo Champions League. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're enjoying yourself. We are just starting Season 4, Round 2, so there's plenty more to go. Thank you for watching. That's all I have for tonight. I might do a second video tonight. It's very possible. I'm just going to see how I feel after taking a little break here. Thank you for watching. You have a good night.